Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Mosaic Mermaid Tarot. Today's pick a card is going to be all about the person on your mind. And in front of you, you will see the card choices for each pile. Pile 1, Pile 2, and Pile 3. If you need a little longer to focus and see what pile you are called to, feel free to pause and see what pile you connect with. I will see you there. Bye. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Mosaic Mermaid Tarot. Today's pick a card is going to be all about the person on your mind, their current thoughts, feelings, intentions, what they might be hiding, what they might wish they could say. We just dive in, see what Spirit has for us. So, if you are interested in pile 1, we have this Page of Cups with Inventiveness. And this Trinket. With the Zodiac signs of Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo. Pile 2, we have the Fool. Oops. So beautiful. With Exploration. And that is with this Love Matters stone. And the zodiac signs of Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. Pile 3, we have this flower agate sphere made in Madagascar. And Page of Pentacles with reliability. All right. So I will give a moment for those of you that need to meditate with your pile for just a moment. Feel free to pause or just sit with this energy, and I will see you at your piles. Everything you need will be found down below in the description box and in the pinned comment. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Hey, pile 1. You chose this trinket. Very sparkly. This is going to be a reading. We also have the zodiac signs of Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo coming out. And that could be significant, but it doesn't have to be. Put this over here. and look at your card. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. So it's very much a crush-like energy. Inventiveness. I feel like there's definitely this innocence, this delicate flower. They want to just take a flower and just tickle you with it across your face and other parts of your body. That's what I'm getting. And this is, of course, something that you have really been waiting for. It's like you cannot wait to act. It's almost like you're a kid again. It's like when you look at your person and they look at you, you feel, you just feel, and there's no words for what you feel. That's all in the eyes. Let's see what comes out in the oracle. Take a deep breath and think about your person. Oh, right away, here we go. Radiant sun, confidence, success, and enthusiasm, optimism, and fulfillment. Deep wisdom. Read between the lines. Be wise and pay attention, and you can see the truth clearly. Let's get a couple more. Pile up. Oh my. Okay, well, photographs. Memories and nostalgia. Past returns. Going back to something. So you may have been high school sweethearts is what I'm hearing, or just very like young and in love, and it just feels like I'm hearing that song, "You Make Me Feel So Young." Let's get one more. Okay, well, we have proper offering, receiving an offer, a gift or contribution, and wanting to have something to offer. Now, let's see what's on the bottom. Communication. I just did a reading, and this was one of the piles. So you might want to check that out. But communication. That's the bottom of the deck energy, and that is some very, very big energy. Need to clarify something. Conversation, email, text messages, phone call. Okay, so it looks like it's like I got little butterflies. I mean, this looks really good. It looks really good. So we start with this inventiveness, and it feels like your person is trying to. They they do know that. I mean, they can see clearly. Like it's like you're looking at them. Like really, really. And then you've got your little owl here. Owls can be significant, but it's just like you're both like really. You got all these green butterflies, and the heart is very very lit. With the green heart being the heart chakra color is where their transformation and wisdom has really grown. They've started to allow them, or spirit has not allowed them to not read between the lines, like constantly putting these memories, and you know, they think about you a lot. They may have been trying to come up with something a bit. This is like the magician. Look at all. This is kind of it's almost giving like seraphim. Like there's some kind of crazy pictures when you put that into the search, but it's just the eyes and the wings, and um, it looks like there's some. Now, somebody did tell me this was based on a piece of art, and I cannot remember what that was. Because my brain is a sieve, not a sponge, especially when I'm trying to channel. So, but there is some manifesting going on. They're trying to come up with some way to give you a proper offering. Um, Meanwhile, this is really the most important thing is they're trying to invent a way to have a conversation because they need to clarify things. They need to communicate with you. And they really aren't good at that. Let's see what the tarot says. Oof. What? These cards are just flying. I just wish things were different. Number 7. Yeah. Let's see what else comes out before. I don't really want to scratch that, so let's just do that. Yeah. So 7 is, for me, this is This is coming through as Seven of Swords energy, which is just, it's like they know what they must look like, right? They know how you perceive them, which may not even be true at all, but to them, they're very rigid in their thinking. And it feels like, with the seven also being Cancer energy, with the Chariot, that it's they're still very early on in this stage of having this confidence to communicate. They keep waiting to have something to offer. They are, I think this is something that both of you really, it really just, it almost feels like you both can't stop thinking of each other. And it's kind of cool how this came out, because, you know, she's holding the phone and there's, you know, these flowers. And it's like both of you, mirror images, just waiting for something to happen, going back to something, anything. Let's see what else comes out. I just want you all the time. Period, period, period. That's a big statement, especially because now we have, so I'm seeing not only strength, but I'm seeing Capricorn energy with the Devil, this reducing to 15. And so, yeah, they just want to control, be able to control everything. And they can't control this. So they just stay silent. And it looks like in every single picture, you're like, waiting, waiting, waiting. Let's see what else comes out. How one. I lie awake thinking about our future. Number 4, deep wisdom. 4 is a foundational number, and it's a number of stability. Also, 12 is Pisces energy with the Hanged Man, and that's a new perspective. And, you know, coming up under here with reading between the lines and being wise and paying attention and seeing things clearly, it really feels like they do just lie awake thinking about you. I think you do the same. The Six of Cups energy, by the way, the photographs. So we have, please give me time. I have never felt this way before. So this makes me feel like it kind of feels like the Nine of Swords mixed with the Hermit. You know, needing time to isolate and figure out how you make them feel this way and how to feel safe with it. They're all over the place. 9 is Virgo energy, with that Hermit. We have 4, and 9 is, it reduces to 13, which I was feeling that death and transformation energy with the number 13 with Scorpio. So let's get one more. Pile one. Oh boy, I want you. Yeah. You know, right before I started this reading, I was thinking about this song, this cover that Hailstorm does. And for I Want You, She's So Heavy. Excellent. But yeah, it's I want you so bad, it's driving me mad. There might be some, basically that's the lyrics, you know, it's but it's the vibe that you get when you listen to it. And we have 8, which is like strength again. Strength to hold back all of this need for you. Because they definitely don't understand it. It scares them. But 17 is star energy. And it's healing, it's wish fulfillment, it's reconciliation coming up under, you know, the past returns. It's on the bottom. Light, yeah. You, that's the biggest thing here, is you both together you create this incredible light. And all you want to do is listen to your heart, because happiness is a priority. So we've got 33 there. Yeah. And 8, that's your 888. I need more time. They need time, right? They have this perspective of all these things that they need to do, because I'm seeing 12 again here. They do a lot of imagining, fantasizing, lying awake, thinking about you, wanting you. I mean, it is literally everywhere, but it scares them. And 11 and 8 in some tarot decks, 11 is justice, but in some tarot decks they swap those out. So 11 is strength and 8 is justice. And so I just don't think of one without thinking a little bit of the other. So 888 could be significant, but it's I just want you all the time. I want you. I imagine you, Nate. These are all actions they would love to take, and they need more time to invent a way to make this happen. And there's another 3. So there's 13. I have so much desire for you. burned. But Ace of Wands energy. And yeah, we see that. We see that there's desire here. And there's your 6, your lover's energy, Gemini, with a choice of the heart. I'm absolutely in love with you. And it can also be a nod to the 6 of Cups, which is, nostalgia and memories and the past and soulmates. And you already know. You already know. There's about to be another 7, and I'll keep going. I'll keep going because I'm nosy. But you are like the sun to this person, but you also are a little bit like their kryptonite. I'm hearing that song. So be gentle. There's lots of flowers here. You might want to send you flowers. I just started hearing, you don't bring me flowers. It's like, and now I'm hearing I can buy my own flowers. So, maybe you're in a break. Because it does also feel like communication, it's they're trying to figure out it. All I can think of is like this time, this there was this time when I was in high school where I think I was a freshman. Um, it was either eighth or ninth grade, but I called my crush, and it was a big deal. it was it was a big deal. It's kind of how I feel. It's like they're kind of intimidating a little bit, but they might also think of that of you. It's kind of a little bit crazy. I think there's just there's just so much about this that mirrors, and I just wonder, um, like if they even know how to like properly um, communicate. They might have a love language of physical touch with what we've seen so far. So I'm going to get some messages. Try to keep this one short. If you enjoy these readings, please like, subscribe, do all the things. And please go check out Seraphim Siren, my second channel. I am trying to get to 1K. But those are my more shadowy side readings. So just make sure, you're ready for those. All right, let's see. What would your person say if they weren't too scared? I'm all cried out. So yeah, it feels like they have, and looks so similar. But again, there's like these like Venus flytraps. I think you feel like a Venus flytrap, like something, like I just heard, I don't bite unless you want me to, but I'm all cried out. It's like with all this purple too, it's just it's living, they're living rent free in your head. And I think it's the same for them. And I'm hearing that song all cried out from Allure, um, the Allure version. Apology not accepted. Add me to the broken hearts you've collected. I gave you my love. My body never knew such pleasure. My heart never knew such pain. You leave me so confused. And I'm all cried out over you. So, yeah, there could be some lyrics, messages and lyrics there for you. Pile one. My body feels fine, but my heart feels empty. Loving you takes my breath away. I'm hearing Unbreak My Heart from Toni Braxton. Unbreak my heart, say you love me again. Undo the hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncry these tears. I've cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. And loving you takes my breath away. And look, this was the image. Isn't this the image that we saw in this other deck? No, not exactly. But there are a bunch of butterflies there. The way that it takes their breath away is not just because of how absolutely beautiful they think you are, but it kind of stops their heart a little bit as well, in a painful way. Kind of like the song, you know, my body never knew such pleasure. My heart never knew such pain. We're slowly drifting apart. So that could be the space that is happening. I just heard we're on a break. It's your loyalty to me that I value the most. It does feel like there is like this sacred like bond that is not talked about, but it's there. But you don't feel it. You don't feel the value. If you even bring any value to your person and the connection. Like, are you their queen or are you just another witch? Hmm. A few more. Okay. You are so hard to read. We got another one of those. And, you think the flying monkeys make me think of a kind of like a narcissistic trait. Not diagnosing anyone, but they could have a kind of a few of those kind of traits. I just know that that's what I think of when I think of, because isn't that the term they use? That like it's not necessarily the person themselves, but they have their flying monkeys. That I don't know. I think it's a thing. If you guys know, let me know down below. But I think it's a thing. Um, it's like they start the shit. Um, no more hiding. I'm ready for true love. And there's coming up under the crown's not on the head here, but the crown is here. And there's a lion down there, like a statue, but it also has a crown. Here, and you should see me in a crown. If it's meant to be, I won't fight it. Well, that's kind of your person's feels like they might be a little bit of a crabby person. Um, like maybe deep down they're like a teddy bear. They're like a little marshmallow on the inside, but on the outside, it's like that energy of you have no idea what they're thinking. Um, maybe they even appear quite unapproachable most of the time. That you would never know that on the inside they're just a big old softy. Look, more transformation energy. I've got an offer you can't refuse. So that's awesome as far as confirmation with the proper offer card that we had earlier. Let's get one more. Wow, one's person. Wow. You just don't understand. I just feel like there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this person's world, and the reason you don't understand is because they don't tell you. And they don't tell you because how are they going to explain all this crazy shit? That's what it feels like. On the bottom, you're truly unforgettable. So if it feels like it's been quite some time since you have crossed your person's mind, or don't I don't think that's true at all. I think you cross their mind as much as they cross yours. All right, I'm going to get a couple of spicy messages. In the language of glances, let's converse where every blink and every stare whispers or secrets. You are my muse. Because of you, I will paint my best painting, write my best novel, and recite my best poetry. You are divine. In the bottom, I want to stop playing it cool. I'd much rather play it hot. And I wanted to try something new tonight. There's 125 pages in this little tiny book, and I want to see what spirit is going to. This is how I'm going to do it. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 125.
Here's a number between 1 and 125. It's 15.
All right. So, and that's Capricorn energy with the devil. They're addicted to you. I'm hearing conflicted hailstorm. So let's see. Number 15. Your secret love message is, if you want to take a screenshot, there is only one situation I can think of in which men and women make an effort to read better than they usually do. When they are in love and reading a love letter, they read for all they are worth. They read every word 3 ways. They read between the lines. Oh my God. They read between the lines and in the margins. Then, if never before or after, they read. Wow. This person, I'm not going to butcher the name, but was 100 years old. Lived to be 100. And you saw that it mentioned the, where is it? Reading between the lines. So, yeah. Read between the lines. Deep wisdom. Paying attention. Seeing the truth clearly. So, this could also be Spirit's way of letting you know that, whatever it is that they're showing you right now, let that be your guide. Follow your intuition. And, don't ever let anyone make you feel unworthy, because you deserve the love that you give. I'm going to leave it here, guys. So if you are still here hanging out with me, leave me a butterfly and a green heart. Either or. Doesn't matter. And let me know what you thought. Any engagement through, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, that swipe and hype thing, whatever that is. It really, anything, it's all a free way to help the channel. And people that are subscribed aren't even getting notifications, or can barely even find me, and they're looking for me. I tried to look for me the other day and couldn't find me. And I've got 3 channels. So down below, you'll find any information that you need in the pinned comment, and also in the description box. And that includes, I'm open for private readings, and I do have the other two channels, I do have Seraphim Siren, which I am trying so hard to get to 1K. We're at 650. So if you have gone over there and helped me out, thank you so much. And if you do, I appreciate you so, so much. And so consider subscribing. It is a more shadowy version of this content. um, kind of connecting with your inner baddie. So, and then the third channel I just made so that I could go over there and be my goofy, crazy self, which, yes, I try to keep it a little more reeled in here. Um, but yeah, very neurospicy. So visit me over at the newly created neurospicy double Pisces. And yeah, I also have that linked below. I'm just going to start linking all my channels. And I just have this little ecosystem because the algorithm certainly won't let you put everything on one channel. it's it's crazy, this algorithm thing. It's hurting us all. So thank you so much for being here. If you are still here, um, leave me a sun emoji. I want to see how many people I lost before I rambled. um, and like I said, let me know that you're out there. My OGs, my newbies, thank you so much. Just send me an emoji down below or just say hi. Let me know that you're still getting these messages. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys so, so much. And I meant for this to be a short reading. And again, here we are at 43 minutes. So here we are. I love you guys. Okay. Bye. And don't forget, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, what is it? What is it? Just make sure it's as beautiful as you. And sending those same soul hugs. Lots of love. I do mean it, guys, because I've been a little down lately, and you guys have really just helped me out. So I appreciate all of you so much. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, pile two. If you chose this beautiful Love Matters rock, this is going to be a reading. We also have the zodiac signs of Cancer, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aries. We have your card, the Fool, Exploration. Such a beautiful card. So it seems like there are these secret thoughts of that have been, I think you've planted quite a few seeds in your person's mind. I think you've brought a lot of color into their world. Kind of like when someone who is colorblind gets those really cool glasses that where they can see. It's like that's how they feel when they see you. I don't know if you've ever seen those videos where I think the specific one I always remember is a school teacher. His class got him a pair. They all got together and because they're expensive and he put them on and he cried and it was just your person. You make your person want to explore like all the colors of the rainbow. Skittles could be someone's favorite. Um, but there's butterflies with transformation and all these different flowers with growth. Let's see what we get with the oracle cards. I want you to take a deep breath and think of your person. Spirit, what is going on about this person? Negative emotions, anger and resentment, frustration, annoyance, and feeling wronged. Sacred cycles. Let go of the old, honor the cycle you are in, and what goes around comes around. And look at how the flowers are coming out. This is, she's a butterfly. Red hair could be significant, or black with red. Highlights. It's all dark hair. There's blue, green, very dark, almost black eyes. Let's see what else comes out before I. Oh my goodness. Pile one. I mean, no. It said, no, you didn't. Just say the wrong pile. Pile two. Thank you. Closed off, guarded, emotional blocks, avoiding emotional connection. Okay, well, we've got drinking to forget, trying to move on the rebound, deeply missing you. And then on the bottom, carelessness, whatever attitude, negligence, inattentiveness, not playing your cards right. Look at that Cheshire cat down there. Little bunny. What is that? I wonder if I can tell. There's only one. What is that? I'm dying to know. What do you think that is? It's a court card. It looks like it could be a jack, which is the page. Would be the page. Right? I don't know. What could be the knight? Because there isn't that extra one. Like, semantics. But whichever it is, it's a very early stage of maturity when it comes to whatever, just whatever attitude. It's really almost like high school all over again. The inattentiveness. That's kind of crazy because where's the other card? Oh, okay. So card 1 was inventiveness. And it sounded so much the same. But let's see. Let me look at this for just a second. Okay, so it's not looking great. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking great. You make them feel kind of like Alice in Wonderland, where their world was black and white, and now there's so many colors. And I feel like they are guarded and closed off. They have emotional blocks because they are continuously cycling through this anger and resentment because they've been wronged in the past. They may even have issues with substance abuse or alcohol. Um, but yeah, it just feels like right to the point, It's you are this beautiful love and light in their life. That you have planted so many of these beautiful seeds in their dreams. You may have a dream connection, but there's a lot of transformation. And this almost feels like, yeah, it just feels like cycle after cycle. Mm. But the overall energy is whatever. They are not paying attention to this connection. They are not playing their cards. I'm hearing the song Careless Whisper, George Michael. They could be trying to move on from you, even though they deeply miss you. But they have to, because they need to find someone who is just there for them to not be a risk. They are afraid of rejection. You bring out this emotion in them that they have never felt before. You see right through this closed off heart space. You see right into their heart. You see them avoiding. It could be an avoidant. Because, it does seem very much like that. And it feels like you've been waiting maybe too long, cycling through. You might even be frustrated and quite annoyed with yourself for for your continuous cycling that you do through when it's clear, or what it is. It's not something that I know you feel it intuitively, but you have to, in this case, go by what they say and what they do. If they are feeling still in a victimized state from betrayal wounds or even childhood trauma, they have to let go of that. They could be wanting to have some kind of revenge on the person that wronged them. Or they might just be avoiding it altogether, processing the feelings, blocking the emotions. Emotional connection is not what this person wants right now. But I do think there is that energy of exploring something physical, like very much so with you, but they can't. It would be emotional. So they look for people who kind of match their energy, people they don't have to worry about letting go. And for whatever reason, they can't tell you one way or another. Let's find out with some tarot. Let me hold you. I just want you all the time. And 7 and 8, what is that? That's 15, which is Capricorn energy with the Devil card. And that's what this kind of reminds me of the Devil card meets the Hierophant. You know, it feels like there's a lot of differences, maybe in religious factors, or just self-limiting beliefs. Karmic debts that they can't really, they don't want to share with you. Have I lost everything? So this is the Nine of Swords. It's also a little bit, for me, the Hermit, because it's the Hermit can also be like the dark night of the soul. And the Nine of Swords is like so much anxiety, sleepless nights. And it definitely fits here with feeling wronged and, you know, cycling through negative emotions. Oh, wow. Do you think about me too? Deeply missing you. They think about you a lot, especially when they lay down at night. They can kind of stay in their routines and their cycles and their inattentiveness. They can stay guarded. But when they lay down at night, and they have to try to sleep. They can't. They can't stop thinking of you. And look, we have this reducing the 10, which is cycles. And I keep looking at these 3 beautiful flowers. And this is Ace of Wands energy, which is that, as Happy Twins 1111 would say, the dick stick. That's how I learned it. That's how I'll always know it. But this is also, 1 is the number of a new beginning. And 9 is almost there, but has a 9 of swords. 10 of swords is like, it feels like they are at this, like 10 of swords. That's what that feels like. You make them feel like a fool. Look at this. There's your Capricorn energy again with the devil. I just heard the devil in me wants to have a moment with the devil in you, and your demons may get along, which is why you literally can see right through them. So I'm hearing the song Conflicted from Hailstorm. I'm conflicted. This addiction's got me twisted on you. Yes, no, will, won't. It's that obsessive back and forth energy. But it's like they miss you so much. And they're so frustrated with having to hold back. This also reduces to 6, which is lover's energy with Gemini. Choice of the heart. 16. That's a tower moment. And they're probably having a lot of them. They've got a lot of questions. They might be spying. Oh boy, look at that. Okay, so, but they do think about this grounded new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. Here we are where I just wish things were different. So look, 16 again. But it's like they want a passionate and tangible new start with you. They dream about it. They wish that things were different. But it just seems like it's tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And I'm hearing the song Not That Different by Colin Ray. Trying to think of the lyric. I think it's I live, I laugh, I love, I cry, I hurt, I need, I feel. And then he says, I cry. And then he says, I know you feel the same way too, because we're really not that different, me and you. And the reason they feel so negative and closed off, and they keep cycling through these moments of just pushing you away, trying to forget. But they can't. I'm seeing the star, right? And that's healing. It's reunion. It's a wish come true. It's a wish fulfillment. It also reduces to 8, which is, Leo energy with strength. A little bit of justice. Sometimes they switch. So I always think both. And I think they want to do you justice, but I don't think they have the strength to bring that to you. With this 7, I'm thinking Cancer energy with the Chariot. And they haven't figured out how to get past wishing things were different and actually trying to figure out a way to explore this, to take a risk, to take that leap of faith. But, that's, I want you to choose. So I don't know, this could be for some of you, but there could be a choice that needs to be made. One of you or both of you could be with other people. I'm even feeling a little bit of the polyamory crowd coming through. They want you to choose, but now is not the time. But you're everything. You are everything. You're perfection. Look, 16. There's another tower moment because you're 9 of cups, right? You're a wish come true, but they can't make it work yet. They can't. They still have all these self-limiting beliefs, and it just keeps causing a tower moment. 79 or 97 could be significant, but also I'm seeing 19, which is the sun. You're my everything. You're perfection. You're the happiest card in the deck. But it's right now, it's about grounding. Love me. They don't want you to think. I think it's part of the reason why they're so angry, why they're so guarded, why they're so blocked. Because on one hand, they don't want to lose you, but on the other hand, they can't necessarily choose you at this time. This is like Wheel of Fortune to me. It's fate. But fate can go in either direction. You can only love your person. You can't heal them. But they're in so much pain. This is pain. This is another song that I'm hearing by Colin Ray. I don't know. That could be significant. He's an older country singer, but it's like soulmate energy, right? I can't get into the lyrics of this song because I will just keep crying, bursting into tears. This person has not been loved properly. They don't think they're good enough. And this is that Death card with Scorpio energy and transformation. But again, they want you to choose. You have so many choices and options. They've been burned. This is my card. It's been burned before. I can't even look at you right now because it drives them insane. Because I can't be with you. And that's all I want to do is like but they're afraid they're not good enough. That you won't choose them, even though you could tell them that you choose them every day. And they don't even know it. Or maybe they do know it. I just saw 16 again. So I think you're in a lot of pain too. Because you want to be looked at. You want to understand. You want to share their burden. And here we are. This is the strength that they need the most to hold back from this. And jealousy. Very jealous, very sorry, but they need more time. They need more time. I'm seeing 143. That's I love you. This is a cop out. This could be them trying to always be better because they don't feel good enough. But they, again, with Ace of Wands, burned, they have so much desire for you. But they need that time to figure out their stability, their foundation, their growth and expansion so that they feel desirable. But I think, as we all know, if we don't feel desirable, it's usually something that we have to heal, And there's all these changes with the number 5, all these new beginnings that they imagine. They have all these questions, but they can't tell you that you make their heart full or that they're absolutely in love with you. But they know you already know. They know you already know. So let's clean this up and see what messages we get for you. If you are interested in digging more deep into this, I do private readings. I also Seraphim Siren is my second channel, and that is where I do more shadowy type readings. I also have another channel, the Neuro Spicy Double Pisces. Spicy giggle love messages there. And where's the other message cards? I cannot find. Where did I put them, y'all? Please hold. Okay, I got them. So, yes. Let's see what they have to say. But yes, I have all that information down below if you are interested in any of that. Let's get a few out. I like that they're flipping over like that. Pile two. Let's keep the secretiveness. Keep the surprise. Okay. Let's get one more. Oh, wait a second. Okay. But you know what? That one wanted to come out. So we're going to get that, and we're going to get the bottom one. And let's see what we got. Keep that. We share unhealthy trauma bonds. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Look at the little wings. Just like... Oh, I did not like that. Your person could have a little bit of a neurospicy streak as well. I have OCD amongst other spicy things, so that could be relevant. We share unhealthy trauma bonds. Again, red highlights could be significant. Red hair. My weakened heart is finally healing. So we have this time stopwatch, or right? It's not a little it's oftentimes I can't find my words, y'all. So these are violets, right? I just heard I'm no shrinking violet. I hear the most crazy shit sometimes. But I was a big fan of what was it, Viva Las Vegas? And the song with one of my favorite redheads. And Elvis and Margaret. And they do this song together. And it's so cute. It's like a back and forth. And it's I think one of the lyrics is something about I'm no shrinking violet, but it's the lady loves me, but she doesn't know it yet. And then she always comes back with, you know, the lady loathes him. You know, like it's like they're flirting, but they're not. I don't know. So Elvis could be significant, or Aunt Margaret. You talk more than you listen. Hear me out. So your person could be overwhelmed by how much you have to say. We've got a wolf down here and here. So it does feel, it feels like both the lone wolf, but also I just keep thinking of this thing I saw once that said when, and it shows these two wolves, and it says that the female will literally come and wrap around it, its mate's neck to keep it safe from harm. Um, I think you've tried to have what you think are very calm and even practical conversations. Um, and you're always trying to, like, what's going on? But you just never hear any of those answers because you talk so much that they instantly are like, no, no, I'm not dealing with this. You touch my mind and set my body on fire. Now here we go with the desire. My body feels fine, but my heart feels empty. Your person could have heart trouble. Okay. I fear losing control and risking it all. Yeah, it's very, again, with this energy of trauma and taking that risk, that leap of faith. They're still in transformation mode with their heart. And you see these three skulls up here prominently. It's like there is definitely third party energy that has affected the way that they look. You can see she's covering her heart like the first card that came out that was sitting here, the where she looked like a ghost. I deflect to hide my true feelings. And all these little red wings here and here. But we have this little baby dragon. And quite a lot of Ace of Wands in the background. Sorry. But look at all this red. You show me what it's like to be happy again. And that's what this is all about. You make them see. You just make them see. I'm holding a light for you. This is how they see you. Look at how beautiful this image is. The little match girl. They know that you hold a flame for them. This is how they see you before they sleep at night. And that's why it's hard for them to do so. But that was the bottom of the card, the bottom of the deck. That's some big energy. I'll do that. Okay. So, whew, yeah, it's a hard one. You know, you got to use your discernment. You got to follow your heart. Okay, so I'm taking the one off the top because I cannot stand having it. So this is, I have discussions with you in my head, and look at, there's just so much of this fiery energy. But look at how perturbed she is looking. Oh boy. I think talking to you is probably the hardest thing that they have any thoughts of doing, because you're the one person that they don't want to hurt. And not so much hurt, but they do have a care for you that when they stay away, they believe it's for your best interest, even though likely your best interest would be to kind of be seen, to be finally communicated with and shown that you have value, that you are loved. There could be children involved. There's a little, that little baby dragon is so cute. Let's see what spicy messages. I do have memberships available if you like spicier content than what I have. I do have half a dozen episodes of some spicy readings, plus like 90 other readings in there. So in case you ever foolishly forget, I am never not thinking of you. Yeah, all the time. All the time. All the time. Let's lose ourselves in a dance of passion where every movement speaks volumes of our unspoken desires. Know this. I am addicted to you. I have tasted you, and I could never forget your flavor. Okay. Pile 2. I cannot let you burn me up. That's exactly why, one of the reasons why your person is so mad. Burning up. You just burn them up. They want you so bad, and they can't bring themselves to make you aware of it. But I cannot let you burn me up, nor can I resist you. No mere human can stand in a fire and not be consumed. They know what's going to happen as soon as they take one step, just that one step forward. and they are battling themselves over it. On the bottom, we have it's probably best if I work off some energy before I get you naked. That message came out. I want to get you naked. I'm sure you'd like to be able to walk tomorrow. Okay. All right. So the last part of this is something I just did on a whim in pile one. So I thought, why not? So there's 125 pages in here, and what I'm going to do is Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 125.
Here's a number between 1 and 125. It's 75.
So we're going to go to page 75 and see what your secret love message is. I'll let you take a little screenshot. To Josephine Bonaparte, a few days ago, I thought I loved you, but since I last saw you, I feel I love you 1,000 times more. All the time I have known you, I adore you more each day. That just shows how wrong I was, or how wrong was Librair's maxim that love comes all at once. Everything in nature has its own life and different stages of growth. Wow. We started with growth, we're ending with growth. I beg you, let me see some of your faults. Be less beautiful, less graceful, less kind, less good. Napoleon Bonaparte. So, let's see here. Let me look at these numbers. 1769 to 1821. So I see 17, which is the star. I see, and that's healing and wish fulfillment. I see 69, which of course is very fun for some. But that's giving the Cancer energy from the pile. And it's, also that Gemini energy with 6 and that Hermit energy with 9. 18 is the moon, and that's could be a nod to a dream connection, but mostly just those anxieties and those subconscious fears. And 21. 21 is the world. 21 is endgame. It's not just the ending from the Fool to the world, but then it's a new start on a new adventure. So, that being said, we have 75, and that is reducing to 12, which is Pisces energy with new perspective. And again, 7 with Cancer energy in the Chariot, and 5 with the Hierophant and change. Self-limiting beliefs. You can see self-limiting beliefs all over this. So, everything in nature has its own life and different stages of growth. I beg of you, let me see some of your faults. Be less beautiful, less graceful, less kind, less good. They see you as the entire rainbow. They just, you are all the color in a very bleak, bleak world. If you are still here listening, thank you so much. Please leave me we do this little game to see if anybody actually makes it to the end. But leave me a rainbow emoji or a fairy emoji. We have all these wings everywhere. I think there's a little wing emoji too, but yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you did enjoy this reading and wanted to check out my other channels, feel free to do that. I actually am kind of begging for you to go over and really uh, just subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers. Got to get to that 1K on Seraphim. Um, but I mean, only if you enjoyed this reading, of course. Um, but yeah, I do more. I mean, I do what Spirit tells me, right? But I do start with more topics over there that are more of the shadow side. Um, I didn't know every shadow card out of these decks were going to come out, but guys, it happens. This is why I have my spicy giggle deck. I always want to end on some kind of note that, you know, it's no one's fault. It's just a snapshot of energy, right? In time. Everybody has free will. Everyone will make their own decisions. But what is the most important is that you follow your heart. You say what you need to say. And that's all you need to do. And you match that energy. You match their energy. You can keep a safe space for someone and still keep your options open depending on what your situation is. Or you can hold that candle for them, that fire. But don't let anybody mistreat you. And don't let someone else's fear make you feel like you're not worthy. Because you are worthy of the love that you deserve. So fill your own cup for a little while. And, let me know down in the comments if any of this really. I love to hear about the synchronicities, especially with numbers. I'm a number. I wanted to say number whore, but I really am. I OCD with the numbers, so that's what you get with me. A lot of. But yeah, I tend to have little chats at the end of the reading, and so thank you so much for anybody that is newly subscribed or has been here since the start. I love you all, and I love hearing from you down in the comments, even if it's just an emoji. I like knowing that you guys are there, and it's kind of shitty the way the algorithm is working lately, because even I can't find my own content, and I've had several others say the same. So if you're feeling generous, it is an absolutely free way to help the channel and help these messages find those that need them. And it helps me kind of tell the algorithm that people want to see this. So, all I can do is ask. And yeah, and you can find all my information down below. I've got all kinds of little goodies down there. So I thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, I do want to ask, because I feel like more OGs will still be here than newbies, but either or is fine. I did a new beginning on this video, like a new intro, because that's one of the main things that the that keeps coming back to my intros, or if you don't stay for more than 30 seconds, or it drops off, or I don't know, and then it won't get pushed in the algorithm. It's like and it's like you guys can't find me, or you don't get, it's just they're making it real hard for us, guys. So anything that you can do um is always a help. There's that swipe hype thing. I don't know what that does. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it does anything. But the likes, that helps. The any comments help. um hmm yeah, sharing, maybe you know somebody that would like to sit and listen to me ramble the way that I do. Um, and yeah, so thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, what? Leave me a thumbs up. leave me two. All right, I love you guys so much. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay. Bye. Hey, pile three. If you chose this beautiful flower agate sphere, and I just noticed there's like this little heart. Look at that. I've had this for I've never noticed that. It was made in Madagascar. I left that sticker on in case that is significant to anybody. If it is, I would love to know. I have yet to hear anybody say anything about that. But it's beautiful. Let's see what we have for you. If you were interested in the zodiac signs, we have Leo, Libra, so the letter L could be significant, Aquarius, and Taurus. And your card, the Page of Pentacles, reliability. It's beautiful. So it feels like I see these little, you see these tiny little sparkles. And there's just two of them, actually. Like the spark between the both of you. It's like without a doubt, if you can rely on something, it's that spark. She looks like she's blushing. Waiting for, feels like a slow burn. Page of Pentacles. Let's see what comes out with the oracles. I want you to take a deep breath and think about your person. Pile three. Let's come on with pile three's person's spirit. All right, so let's see what we get. Pile 3. Planetary vibes, planetary influences, celestial realms, connection with the cosmos. That spark. Pile 3. Oh, what do we have here? Voodoo doll, manipulation, scheming and controlling and bad influences. Oof. Okay. Okay, we have to take it. Social circle, networking, meeting new people, going out and having fun with friends. Although she doesn't look like she's having too much fun there. Final dance, last chance, all or nothing, not playing games. Again, it's like I um heard you're a bad bitch. Like in a good way. You're a baddie. But that's what I'm seeing on every face here. Like they know you're bad. As in good bad. Giving me the giggles. Manifestation. Manifesting dreams. Your power is activated and everything is flowing easily. And see, she's surrounded by skeletons. She's surrounded by skeletons. I think you're not playing games. You're like, come look at all of my skeletons. My closet is open, girl. And then we have we have what feels like you reading and trying to kind of activate this connection, and you have no idea what their skeletons are because they won't tell you. But yeah, you give that baddie energy. I'm hearing that Sleep Token song where only bad baddies getting ice in the room. But yeah, okay. So, oh, and look at that. So we have unfoldment, spiritual awakening, breaking free and blooming, connecting with higher self. I want to break free. Now, this is giving me pile 2 vibes right off the bat. But lotuses could be significant. You know, it's crazy when you think about the lotus and how it grows in the worst conditions, in the darkness, in the muck, and it keeps going. It keeps going, and until it finally sees the sunlight and opens to be this beautiful blooming flower, just breaking free from its darkness and connecting with its higher self. She's a unicorn, one of a kind, hard to find, irreplaceable, and that is you. That is you. Yeah. You are certainly one of a kind. I'm hearing that song that old song from Garth Brooks, at Two of a kind working on a full house. She's my lady luck and I'm her wild card man. Together, we're building up a real hot hand. And she's my little queen of the South. So, yeah, okay. All right, so we gotta still get that bottom card energy. Let's see what we got here. A loyal companion. And now I'm gonna tell you, you have to go to pile 2. Because now always trust your intuition, but I'm always find messages in all piles. You know when a message is meant for you. And my collective is so, there's so many that watch the entire video that it's a lot of the energies are just, they seem to mirror each other. But I was talking about Dorothy and Toto, you know, when they first, when they go from black and white to technicolor. It's like, this is how you make them feel. You've brought all that color to their world. And then the card of the Fool, she has these like rainbow wings. But yeah, like someone who has put on, like somebody that's colorblind and put on these colorblind, you know, the glasses that they give you. Or they don't give them to you. They're quite expensive. And I always think of seeing, you know, videos of, you know, classrooms donating, all getting all together and giving their teacher a gift. And, you know, them seeing, you know, color for the first time and just crying to see a grown man cry for seeing color for the first time. It's heartbreaking, but in such a beautiful way. And you see how everything in the background is just black and white and just dark. And then here you are, loyal, devoted, unconditional love, just wanting to protect what this connection is. Because it's a connection with the cosmos, you know? The only one with their eyes open is holding that world. And I think that makes me feel like your end game, you know, with the world. And in pile 2, we started with the Fool, and the last number we had was 21, which was the world. And I just got goosebumps. But like, I think you are on your way to I think you see what's going on in the connection, right? You see only what your person has shown you. You intuitively see the other things. But let's just talk about what they show you. Because it does not seem like it doesn't seem they're very reliable, right? It seems as if you're the reliable one. Oh my goodness, I always think of this. Old Reliable, a Lady in the Tramp with the Bloodhound. I used to always say, you know, because Old Reliable is what they called his grandpappy, and he says, "Well, Old Reliable. I don't reckon I ever told you about Old Reliable, have I?" And everybody's always like, "Yes." And what gets me is at the end, there's, all these new puppies, and he actually, as old and busted as he was, he, risked his life to save um lady from going to the pound or whatever, you know. Um, but he ended up getting hit by I mean, it's not funny, but he got hit, and it was like a carriage, and they didn't know if he was going to make it, and it was something that was traumatizing for me, of course, as a child. Everything was. I'm a double Pisces, but I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm a bad bitch about it. But um but yeah, he you see him in the next scene, and there's all these little puppies running around. They all look like Lady except for one. There's one little tramp in there. It's so cute. So he goes to say, I don't reckon I've told you about Old Reliable. And they're like, no, no, tell us, tell us. And then he was like, oh, I forgot. All this time, people, yes, you've told us this story. It's a story we've heard 1,000 times. And I think where I'm going with this, what it feels like, is over and over and over again, you've tried to tell your story, to try not to be seen as someone who is playing games, or someone who is out um, scheming and manipulating and being surrounded by skeletons of your own. I just saw this cute little raccoon right here. Goldie could be significant. There was a little raccoon that I took care of. Her name was Goldie. And fed her for 2 months, and all of a sudden she shows up with 4 babies. And she would just sit out there in the sun and bring her babies, and she felt comfortable, and we fed her grapes and all kinds of leftovers. They ate good, and they were so cute. Remind me if you want. I have so many videos. I can post some videos. Maybe on Neurospicy Double Pisces. But yes, I have multiple channels. You can find all my information down below. But the thing is you you mean what you're saying. There's something that you have, maybe a boundary that you have put up, but you're like, this is the last chance. You're not playing games. It's not It's not cute anymore to act like you don't, as your person does not understand what's going on, or mm. So, but on this other hand, they know what a baddie you are, and not just that, but what a soft and sweet and devoted and loyal companion that you could be. You're a fucking unicorn. There's nobody that can replace you. So much so that you have triggered your person into maybe even their own dark night of the soul. Um, okay, so, all right, unicorn. Let's see what comes out with the tarot. I'm addicted to you. I know you from somewhere. Well, that's um, Capricorn energy with the devil. And this is the Six of Cups. So it's kind of like it's giving like being addicted to how it used to be, how you used to think it could be. And it might not even be that way anymore. And they might be terrified of finding that out. Because there is that soulmate connection, that nostalgia, that reminiscing. They might be afraid they can't live up to your expectations. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. So, right off the bat, just want space. Your person, you may have been very overwhelming for your person during a delicate time. And just like I said, this is 13, which is the death card, which is transformation, Scorpio energy. But, there's a lot of that energy, especially with the spiritual awakening over here. But it's like they have this question of wanting to know if you really care, or if you're just trying to take advantage. They do have some betrayal wounds, some trauma wounds. They don't trust themselves. They don't want to be rejected. Also, this feels like you. You wonder if you care. I'm seeing that it reduces to 4, which is foundation and stability. And you wonder if, while you care about their physical and mental well-being, do they care about yours? Because 6 is a number of healing. It's a number of unconditional love. And, so we see that again. And you have tried so hard to provide that. And believe me, they know. But then they disappear. And you're like, do you even care? And, you might never find that out, pile 3. But this reducing to 19 is the sun, which is Leo energy. And 6 is also lover's energy with Gemini and a choice of the heart. So maybe they need time to figure out if you're the real deal. Period, though. They're not um, they're not being very reliable right now. They may have karmic debts, third-party influences, people in their ear, or just themselves. They want to be able to trust themselves that you are the sun and the moon and the stars. What do you want? Another question. Yeah, they ruminate on all these things because as much as they know how special you are and irreplaceable and loyal, and how much they want to believe in a future, they have things holding them back that they need to deal with. The 4 is stability and foundation. And I'm also seeing 17, which is star energy with healing and possible reconciliation, wish fulfillment. But 4, it's giving kind of 4 of Wands. That 11-11 energy of you both want to know what the other one wants. And one might be bold and one might be fearful of, but it all comes down to if you can't communicate and answer each other's questions or act like adults. What I just heard, somebody might like to use that phrase. I just keep seeing that meme where it's of the Notebook, and he it's always like about like choosing dinner, but it's like, and it shows, when you ask your girl what she wants for dinner, he's like, what do you want? I don't know. And somebody does not know, whereas somebody really knows for certain. And it's like you're becoming sad because you want to be valued and seen and feel seen, but they, for whatever reason, can't get over the fear or whatever reasons, maybe even karmically, that they have holding them back. But they're desperate to know. They are. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Okay, so we have 13 again. I think you really might have triggered that dark night of the soul for them. And I think for a while, maybe even now, they need space because they're still trying to figure out how to heal that within themselves. And you can only love them, you can't heal them. So 9 is also hermit energy, Virgo. It's like that's that introspection. Maybe it's even you making excuses, and not in a bad way. But of course, we all would love to be able to heal the people that we love, but we can only love them. And if we can only meet them as far as they can meet us. 1313 could be significant. Let's get one more. I want you to choose. I never imagined so much for perfection. Now those came out in pile 2. And on the bottom, you make my heart full. That also showed up a little bit in pile 2. So, all right. So not only did I see that star energy, we have these 2 9s here, which this is actually kind of how it was in pile 2. It was the same, I think it was the same number on each side of a choice. But 9 is that, right before you get to 10. It's that, like 9 of swords can be that anxiety, sleepless nights, because all they can think about is you and how they could be kind of maybe choosing. They don't want to choose. They don't want to choose wrong. But 18 is moon energy, and it's like that there could be a dream connection. But 9 of cups is wish fulfillment. But with moon energy, so we have star energy, moon energy, and then 19 with sun energy. So it is very divine counterpart like. But there's a choice, and it has to do with subconscious fears. And anxiety is about making the decision in the first place. So it definitely does feel like pile 2 and pile 3 are connected. But we see, look, it's a 10 of cups. But I'm too afraid to talk. There's the moon energy again. Gossip only hurts more, but there's where everything ends up. Like this, this, I'm ready. So, and that, the Fool, that is card number 2. And so, yeah, definitely check out pile 2. But look, 17, we have star energy again. with a wish fulfillment. This is ready to take a risk and see. Remember how I said we started with the Fool and ended with the World? We kind of started with the World and ended with the Fool here. But your person is afraid of what others might think, of what others might say. They might be kind of stuck within something that they can't get out of. 1010 could be significant. But yeah, this is ego. This is someone worried about what other people will think. So they may have a light on them in some kind of way where or it could be something with status or religious factors or whatever you do, you know that whatever their self-limiting beliefs are, you are the baddie, okay? And there's no one like you. So they can play into their ego all you want, maybe even because you rejected them. Maybe you got fed the fuck up. Maybe this is all they wanted. Maybe they're worried this is all you want. Seeing 16, Tower energy. Scorpio. But this is the Eight of Cups. I'm too afraid to talk to you, so I'm going to walk away. Even though 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, like, yeah, it's crazy, right? But as these soulmate connections go, which here we have the Two of Cups, and you know, two is a number of decisions and choices. It's partnership. It's soulmates. Also 10 again. 10 10 10. Light. Hearing that song by Leanne Rimes, You Light Up My Life, the version that she does. But see, this is as bright and beautiful and cosmically just baddie perfection that you are. And I'm getting a little irritated. Because they're just like, maybe. And they might even not. You might be the one that's like, well, maybe, but I don't know shit. You know, it's this is this green with that heart chakra energy. Mile marker 0, Key West. I don't know if I said that. This is always what that reminds me of. But it's like I'm hearing I'm Ready by Tevin Campbell. And I'm hearing Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell. But their heart feels ready, or your heart feels ready, right? To just be a fool. I'm hearing Kissing a Fool from George Michael. So, yeah. It's a leap of faith they would have to take with their heart. And that, look at that, 20, that's the Judgment card. And you have to let them face their own karmas, and you can only love them, you can't heal them. They have to heal themselves. And maybe one day, when they're not in so much pain. This came out in pile 2. You're my everything. I'm hearing Tony Braxton. Because you mean so much to me. You mean the world to me. You are my everything. Again, the world. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? 9 of Cups. 19 again with the sun. I feel the same way. 2 of Cups. I'm obsessed with... Yeah. So there's... Your person's got to basically grow a pair. And and it might not be as simple as that, but if that's what gets you through the day, because you can only go by what they've shown you, what they've told you, so you have to match that energy and just always be discerning, follow your heart, and your intuition will whisper, right? Fear will yell. Your intuition will whisper. Let's get some messages here. My insecurities get the best of me. Our lifestyles are so different. They can't tear us apart. I'm waiting for a sign from you. So take that as how it resonates, because this energy can be either yours or your person's. My body feels fine, but my heart feels empty. This came out in pile 2. I also believe it wasn't quite this one, but you notice the little baby dragons. Children could be involved, or your inner children. It's like you're so different, but the opposites attract. Like your inner demons get along, Being with you makes me anxious. I'm secretly pining over you. Okay. On the bottom, I've heard apologies many times before. This feels like your energy. Look at this baddie. I'm hearing you should see me in a crown. Just more skeletons, like you own everything about who you are, and you're not afraid to say it. Okay, let's get some of those spicy love messages. And then I'm going to get you a love letter too. If you need anything else, like if you want to delve into this, I do personal readings. And I do have that and everything else you could need from me down below. I normally, had made this deck for spicy giggles. And I like to leave on a little spicy giggle note. But my memberships, I have half a dozen extra spicy videos that are very giggly and very 18 plus. So if you want to check that out, there's that. But yeah, let's see what comes out. Oh my goodness. My biggest turn on is turning you on. My body aches for you as the essence of your very soul swirls in memories around me, leaving me wanting, craving, and longing for your touch upon my flesh. My journey is and has always been you. You are my beginning and my end. Even if we go our separate ways, you are always and forever where I'm meant to be. Separate ways and journey is kind of like a little nod to that song, could be significant. My mind, body, and soul aches for you. And all this aching and the body aches and the it's like, yes. I only know one thing. I am not done loving you. You could be miles away. We don't even touch. Words have been enough. I'll forever keep you close to me. I've always been yours, only yours. And I have been bare, but never naked like I am with you. You see every bit of me, every unlovable, ugly part I've hidden away for years, and you want the real me anyway. On the bottom, I want to be the reason you can't wipe that grin off your face while I'm wiping off mine. I'm all going into it like I'm still feeling like all sultry and stuff, and then this card comes. It's my favorite cards. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, I'm gonna pick a couple more. I just I want to even the things out. When I look at you and aching, this person, there's all the aching. When I look at you and I start aching so deep inside, it takes all I can to think, breathe, speak. You are my undoing. Now we'll take the bottom again. I just heard, that's what she said. While I sleep, I dream of you, and while I wake, I long to hold you in my arms. And that message came out, let me hold you. Oh gosh. There's so many synchronicities. You guys will have to tell me what resonated for you. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, I just got the chills. I'm going to get a love letter for you. And this is how I'm going to do it. There's 125 pages in here. And Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 125.
Here's a number between 1 and 125. It's 84.
84. Now, 8 and 4 is 12. So that's a new perspective with Pisces energy. These little tiny pages. So cute, though. I love little tiny stuff. Okay, come on now. Oh my gosh. 84. And 8 is strength, and 4 is foundation and stability. So we've got that Leo energy, and we also have Emperor energy with Aries. To Jean Paul Sartre, Search? I don't know. I can't. Oh, if you want to take a little screenshot. All right, guys. My love, I never felt our love more strongly than that evening at Les Vikings, where you gazed at me so tenderly, I felt like weeping. If I weren't so uncomfortably positioned for writing, I'd spend pages telling you how happy I am and how much I love you. But I take comfort from the fact that you felt it clearly yourself, didn't you, little man? I don't know. Here are 100 kisses, each carrying the same message. Well, you take that how it resonates. This is just this little book that I had this idea of exploring with a random number call. So, yeah, 1908 to 1986. So 19 is sun energy. We've got 86, which is strength, lovers, and also 14, which is temperance, which is spiritual balance and could even be reconciliation. But there needs to be strength, more Leo energy here. Because if there's going to be a new beginning, then you got to have that introspection and show up. You got to show up. You got to communicate. You got to. I just heard you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You're bad, you're bold, you're wise. You've heard apologies many times before. So always just follow your intuition, and that will be the best thing that you could ever do. Follow your heart, be discerning, but always choose you and make sure that you're filling your own cup and you're matching the same energy that you get. If you're still here listening to me ramble, leave me a skeleton emoji, a skull, or a crown, or a little dog. Yeah, and just I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I know sometimes this gets a little, deep. If you like more shadowy type connection, like deep dives and stuff, I do those over on Seraphim Siren. So if you would do me a great honor and if you enjoyed this reading, I would love it if you could check out Seraphim Siren down below. It'll be linked. And please consider subscribing, as I am at 650. You guys, I'm at 650. I'm trying so hard to get to 1K over there. And yeah, I ain't too proud to beg. Sweet darling. So, just like the song. I'd put it in here, but it's copyrighted, so but yeah, there's that, and there's there was always going to be 3, and I did create a new channel for just fun and getting the soul tribe together, because neurospicy double Pisces. that's what it's called. And I'm just like trying little eh, to explore more different things. You can't really do that on one channel because the algorithm gets confused or whatever. But you know, if you did enjoy any of this, the easiest way to show your appreciation for free is to like, subscribe, comment. I love talking to you guys though, for real. I love hearing what stood out and what like made your jaw drop. Um, or even, if you just want to share anything, even emoji. I love emojis. So if you're still here listening, because I just yammer. But if you're still here listening to me yammer on, okay, this time I'm gonna say, just leave me a rose emoji. Leave me a few roses. I love roses. So, thank you so much. I love you guys. Um, all that you would need to find from me, you can find down below in the pinned comment or in the description box. Um, and if you're into it and you feel like sitting through another video, you can see what Spirit chooses for your random video on my end screen. It has that thing where it's choose the best video for your viewer. So it's not something that, something will pop up on the screen that I, didn't put there. It'll be random by each viewer. It'll match a reading to you. And I just like to think, Spirit quite has a hand in that. That's how one of the ways I, you come across a reading and that it might be meant for you. So, and other than that, I've got tons of content if you want to deep dive any more into anything else. I'm open for private readings, which are very long and juicy. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. It's been a minute. I try to get a video out or something out for every channel, and I just cross pollinate, So, anyhow, I love you guys. I'm gonna stop running my mouth. If you're still here, leave me a crow. Leave me a crow emoji. If you're still here at the very, very end, and if, yeah, just it's always hard to say goodbye to all my pretty, beautiful soul friends. So I'm sending you all so much love, warm soul hugs, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.